What is going on, Buffalo State Hockey? My name's Evan Harrington, alongside Bengals head hockey coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. We're sorry not getting this to you on the Monday, here on a Wednesday, just a couple of days before the Bengals officially are set for regular season action. But before we get into that, we'll cover a little bit about their last preseason game against Fredonia. But before we get into that fully, Murph, how you doing?
Doing good, Ev. Just excited that the regular season's here. It's been busy. I feel like I haven't shaved or gotten a haircut in like 2 months. Just, more important things right now. So, but no, it's exciting. It's exciting here to really be underway in the next 2 days, and just looking forward to the weekend.
All right, now going back to last weekend, you guys played in your second exhibition game against the Fredonia State Blue Devils on the road. You guys picked up a 3-0 victory. Just talk about the game and how it felt closing the preseason with a W.
Yeah, I mean, it's was obviously a completely different matchup just as far as opponent-wise than Geneseo. I think Fredonia poses a little bit of a different challenge just for us, obviously on the road. I thought our guys played pretty well. We talked about some things after the first, just didn't feel like we were kind of playing with the same pace and physicality that we did against Geneseo. Talked about some things after the first, and then I thought our team responded really well in the second. Scored 3, jump out to a 3-0 lead, and then from there it's just kind of learning how to how to kill the clock and close the game out and protect a 3-0 lead. And we did some things that, not necessarily that we didn't like, just things that's not what we needed to do. I thought we were really trying to force the issue to score a fourth goal, and not that you don't want one, but I think we were trying to force it instead of just letting it come to us and kind of managing that third period and draining the clock and making it hard for them. But ultimately it was nice just to get a win. A couple guys get some confidence, a couple young guys contribute offensively for us, and then hopefully get some confidence moving forward into this weekend and then the season. Overall it was good. You get out of there injury free and put the preseason behind us, and now it's time to really press on.
Yeah, and the goal scorers in that game was the veteran Connor Bizal on the pass from Blake Deacon, Jonas Linavari getting his first, and then Austin McCall getting his first as the Bengal as well.
Yeah, no, it was a good start. I mean, the first one was just kind of a quick turnover in the neutral zone, and we counterattacked on a 2-on-1 and made a nice little cross seam pass there, and Biz got us started, and then a turnover. They kind of threw the puck up the middle of the ice, and Jonas was there to capitalize on that to get us up 2. And then, Austin, shorthanded goal, just a defenseman jumping up into the play. And 2-on-1, I think it was Sutton that made a nice little pass to him on the 2-on-1. And, I think that just gave us a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence for the second half of that game. I thought we fell into our game a little bit more, just again, as that kind of game went on. So, now it's just trying to keep building here and put the pieces together. I think it's still a process. I don't think we're fully, obviously, where we want to be yet. That's going to continue to take some time, but I think we should be a confident group moving into this weekend.
And just one more point before we go into this weekend. Defensively, you guys played really well, but also the goaltenders, Liam Gross and Riley Moyer, kind of the two backups of the team, but they got a lot of reps for you guys and played some good minutes and pitched the shutout.
Yeah, no, they were awesome. Liam, I think when Fredonia was kind of jumping on us and creating a little bit more turnovers in the first period, I thought Liam did a great job of just, holding the fort down and letting our guys settle in on the road. And that continued on in the second. He played a good first half in that second period, and then Riley gets thrown in. It's cold, and he had to make some big saves early for us. So I thought both of those guys did a great job just going into that environment on the road. And again, shorthanded for us, just dressing a shorthanded roster. Again, designed on purpose. The goaltending was phenomenal.
All right, and now moving into this weekend, you guys are hosting the Buffalo State Classic Tournament. This is the sixth year that it's been taking place. There's 4 teams, yourself included. The first game is against Brockport versus St. Anselm. Taking a look, that's played at 2 p.m. on Friday. Talk about both of those teams, because potentially you will see one of those 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, Brockport's a familiar opponent, just haven't been in the SUNYAC the last 100 years. So we kind of know a little bit about them just from some of their returners. I'm sure they'll have a good core group of freshmen coming in. And then St. Anselm, we played them a couple years ago. They're obviously a little bit of an unknown, but yeah, we think it'll be a good weekend just with four solid teams. I think that's the game that that really gets everything started, and it should be an interesting game and a good game. It's obviously their first game as well, so I'm sure both teams are going to try, and it's going to be a feeling out process for a little bit. But yeah, just excited to get that game, kind of, I guess, kickstart the weekend for us before we get going later that night.
And then speaking of later that night, that will be the first regular season game of your guys' 2024-2025 season, and you're going up against Misericordia. And talk about Misericordia and what they bring to the table coming on the road up against you guys at home.
Yeah, well, we know they've got a lot of transfers. So, yes, it's going to be kind of a new team, but they do have a lot of experience, probably more experience than we have in our locker room, to be honest with you. So they're going to pose a challenge, and it's an exciting time. I mean, the reality is that weekend, or this coming weekend, there's only one team that can make it out of here 2-0, and we've kind of addressed that with our guys that we want it to be us. But that's not going to be, an easy game on Friday night, and we know the challenge that they'll pose to us. Again, a little bit more experience than us, somewhat of an unknown. But I think if we just play to our strengths and the get to the way that we've been practicing and preaching throughout the preseason, then I like our team going up against them, and I'm excited just to kind of let our guys go and watch them.
And with the game week of practice now here, this week of practice leading up to games, how has this week of practice been for you guys, flowing through the ebbs and flows?
I don't think it's anything different. Again, we're just trying to hammer down a little bit of the structure and the philosophies and ways that we want to play, and we're just trying to fine tune a couple things. I think we've been pretty consistent over the past 3 weeks, just leading up into the 2 exhibition games, and then this week. It's not much different. It's just another hockey game, and yeah, they mean something now, but I think our guys are doing a good job of just their preparation and the effort level through practice. So yeah, we're just kind of staying the course here and staying with the process, and nothing too high, nothing too low, just trying to, again, focus our guys on what we need to do to get better on a daily basis. And then come Friday, it's their turn to kind of to go out and execute. And yeah, again, I'm excited just to watch our group, and not just Friday, Saturday too, and obviously next weekend off. For us, there's not much to save it for. We can lay it on the line for 1 weekend, knowing that we don't play next week. We get a little bit of 2 weeks off before we get back in action. So yeah, just excited for the regular season, and yeah, really looking forward to just seeing our group and seeing where we're succeeding, and then some of the areas that we need to keep working on moving forward.
All right, is there anything else to say to the viewers before we head off and going into the opening weekend?
No, just again, just looking forward to it and the support that we get, and hoping everyone can come out this weekend and support us. But no, looking forward to the weekend, Evan. Looking forward to the season. It's an exciting group. I know they're excited. I know us as a staff are excited, and obviously we want to get started off on the right foot here.
All right. That has been another episode of Mondays with Murph with myself, Evan Harrington, and Bengals head hockey coach Steve Murphy. You can catch myself on the call this weekend for both games, Friday and Saturday. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys after the weekend, after the Bengals play in the Buffalo State Classic in its 6th annual year. Take care. Have a great day.